Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am Mar, and today we get to continue on because we finished all of the Coliseum fights. So yeah, let's go. Got places to be. Also, I'm just gonna make sure that he doesn't...
A pleasure to see you again, Cloud. How can I be of service?
He didn't just add something to his store just to...
I sense a sudden surge of emotion in my future.
Okay then. Anyway, but yeah, we got that done. So, you know, that's good. Oh, that's a scene. I can skip that. Should have, sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake. I'm not as, it's been like a week for me since I recorded, so I'm a little slow on the reaction there. Let me make sure that, okay, Cloud has an assess. I should make sure that Tifa has an assess materia as well. What should I replace? I'll replace ATB boost. I forget to use it anyway. Okay, there we go. Both parties will now have an assess materia.
Hojo's treasure. Shinra's dark secret.
What I wouldn't give to burn it all down. But we need to get to the roof.
Yep, up to the roof we go. Just got 2 chapters left and then we're done. Like, that's it. I'm not gonna do all the getting dresses and remaining trophies, at least not recorded. I'll probably do them eventually. I just want to take a break from this game and play something else, you know? I've been doing a lot of this. And I would like to do some other gaming. Like, there are lots of other games I'd like to take the opportunity to play. So, anyway, now that we're down here, can't go this. Oh wait, no, we can. Which is here. Right, have to hold for that super interactive gameplay.
Guess I can use these.
Okay. Let's go. Going to keep on trying to run through here. It's controlling my speed, but I'm gonna keep trying to go faster anyway.
That's that.
Also, I've run into a surprising amount of enemies that I haven't assessed, because I was looking at the completion in the play log. And, like, I have 10 enemies I've run into that I haven't assessed, and I don't even know how that happened. I've been assessing most enemies that I run into. I didn't think I'd run into a full 10 enemies when I didn't have assess available. Which means that I probably actually forgot to assess some enemies. So, yeah, that's a thing that happened. Probably some of the weaker enemies that are easier to remove.
I'll end.
Oh yeah, that's right. I get to start battles with a limit break now. You know. Because that's fair.
You okay?
Yeah, honestly, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I like this accessory.
Let's go.
I mean, to be fair, you do have to beat the hardest boss in the game to get this. So, I mean, I've already done the hard part, right? Anyway, got Red in the party. By the way, let me make sure that Aerith has the bladed staff equipped. Because I want her to be learning that ability.
If we flip that switch, I may be able to do it. You sure? Yes.
Okay, there we go. We pressed a switch.
Will this do the trick?
I will say, one thing I'm definitely feeling more as I replay it is how long these sections are. And I don't necessarily think that that's always a bad thing. There are a lot of sections in this game. They did not all need to be this long. Like, personally, I would have been okay with 16 chapters is what I'm getting at here.
What kind of freak show have they got going on in here?
Like, this entire section of the game, I would have been completely fine without it. Especially since we don't actually get, did one of them really just become immune to physical attacks? Ugh. So annoying. Okay, which one of you is immune to physical attacks right now? Doesn't tell me. Cool. Means I have to actually observe them to know which barrier they have up. How annoying. Making me do actual work. Okay, gonna switch to the mode that's more mobile, because they are outrunning me. Okay, that you are immune to me, so eat some fire. Okay, Mark II Mono Drive, time to take some damage. Do you mind, other Mono Drive? I was busy. So, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion to some, but I actually think this game was better off without having hard mode at all. Like I don't, because the battle system is, for casual gaming, pretty good. But the harder the enemies got, particularly as they got hard in ways like limiting my resources, because that's what hard mode mainly does, the more it felt like the battle system just, it has rough edges. And hard mode really exposed those rough edges. And so I think the game as a whole would have been better off if it didn't exist.
Not looking good.
Ow. Barrett, you have prey too, right? Walk up to it and haha. Okay, you know what? Are you gonna stand still? Because the reason I haven't limit breaks is I'm afraid that as soon as I do, it's gonna move. You know? Like, that's just the feeling I get, that as soon as I press the button, it's gonna be in a different area. Okay, you know what? We'll just do it. I got it for free anyway. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah,
If you say so.
guess we're out. What's the plan?
First, we thought should be an elevator. Didn't expect any of this, but we just gotta roll with it. Come on.
But, yeah, I just feel like this game was better off without having hard mode at all.
The door seems to have locked.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how else to express that. The battle system doesn't feel like it was ready for, to be pushed to the limits like this, and that's what any decent hard mode is going to do. It's going to ask you to find the limits of the battle system and, you know, make use of them. Why do I have to wait for him to, like, get perfectly in position? Why can't they just press triangle and then they do it?
Now you're starting to impress me.
get seen.
Don't move an inch. We'll hold down too. Be right there.
Alright, let's go. Onward.
Huh? I can't hear what you're saying.
I think there's something over there.
Anyway, yeah, now we can switch between characters. Oh boy, does Tifa have a decent set of materia on? I have no idea. Should probably check.
Hojo.
Anyway, oh, wait, that's a scene I can skip. Skippable scene spotted. Yeah, sure, we'll switch parties, why not? Oh, that's right, the party leader over here is Tifa.
Thanks.
Let's see, if I change the party leader, will it save that change or will it always just switch me back to Tifa? Let's find out. Anyway, current equipment. Yeah, her material are actually good enough. Switch out the second chakra material for something else. Don't need 2 chakra materia. That's a little waste. Grab that. Then get ears. Let's just slap on some stat boosting stuff. Let's get an HP up. I've got plenty of things.
Hey, you think Cloud's doing okay? He's been acting really weird lately. More than usual.
True, but it's Cloud. I'm sure he'll be fine. But what about you, Tifa? How are you holding up?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine. I
Okay.
guess this has to be the 3rd ward, right?
Think so, but it looks like the door's locked.
There has to be something we can do. Let's look around.
Gotcha.
Okay, we go and we press this switch. We have a grand old time.
Look! Now they can get across too!
We should let Cloud know.
I forget what's over here. Is there anything I care about right now? Just a chest. Okay. I'll grab it just for funsies, but it doesn't really matter. Technically, I could also get a better bangle somewhere in this chapter, though I forget where exactly it is. But I can't bring myself to care enough to find it, so...
Cloud?
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me? We found the door to that ward.
Alright.
About those preparations. I think we're supposed to do...
A central terminal.
We were fiddling with some sort of control panel. Do you...
Anyway, yeah, let's figure out the way back to the central control panel.
All right.
Or to the central
We'll make our
control
way to the
panel.
central terminal. Sit tight until you hear from
Why
us.
can't I skip that?
The hell kind of reason?
The cataclysm.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
The experiments in this facility.
Oh, that's skippable.
We must first find a passage.
Okay,
to
we
the
are
center.
almost
Not going down without
like a third of the way through this chapter, so you know there's that. We're making real progress, kind of. Barrett is not a fan of getting stuck in this corner. It's not nearly as fun as it looks. Cloud would have been fine with it though, because it would have meant Cloud could actually, you know, hit this thing. Anyway, that should remove this enemy from existence fairly well, or not.
Let's finish this.
Don't stop now.
This is now.
Anyway, there we go. Now it's removed from
One step at a
existence.
time,
Go, Red 13,
huh?
go.
Off I go.
Press some more buttons for me. There's no button over there. There's no button over. Okay. Fair
There's
enough.
no control panel. We don't have the means to go this way.
There's the switch I need to press. And that'll let me go to the central terminal. Off we go.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Weren't the girls right by the door to the 3rd ward?
There are 4 switches. One for each ward.
There they go. I opened the door for them.
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
You need to warn the others. Tell them to be careful. Very careful.
Yeah.
Tifa, you there? We accessed the central terminal.
I'll tell them to be super duper careful. I mean, it's not gonna be hard,
will.
but
See you in a bit.
they'll be careful anyway. I guess we'll find. It looks like Aerith is still the party leader because her name is still on top in the HUD in the bottom right. So that's good. Means that I don't have to reset that every time I switch. I mean, I wouldn't have bothered resetting it every time I switch, but it's nice to know that I get to actually have that set.
I'm backing off a bit. I'd keep my distance if I were you. Tagging out. All set. Too late.
Anyway, get out of here.
Worked up a good sweat.
Right, this way. Really? That was not a long enough battle.
What is this place for?
You figure you're in better shape than that.
Sadness.
Come on, let me run. There we go. I don't care about what else is in here. I just want to go forth and, you know, get stuff done. We got places to go.
Let's do this.
Oh, it's stupid hands. Man, being Cloud would be really nice right now. That is not the direction I wanted that shield to cast whatsoever.
It was stronger than
Why did it cast in the opposite direction of all the enemies? What? And it wasn't even the direction I was facing. Yeah, it turns out that shield's not all that helpful against the many dogs. I think my best bet there is actually just control Tifa. As saddened as that might make me. Because Tifa has more AoE options than... But to be specific, Tifa has AoE options that don't have as much cast time. Compared to Aerith. Like, Sorcerer's Storm is an AoE option. It just has a cast time. During which Aerith can be, you know, knocked out of it. So having the enemies focusing on her is a bad thing during that. Gosh darn it, that did enough damage to take Tifa out? Get back up.
You'll feel better in a second.
No resting. Or lots of resting. Gosh darn it. What are my choices here?
I know I did.
So this goes back to what I said about increasing difficulty reveals the edges of the battle system, and it really reveals that when against multiple enemies in this, you don't have as many good options as you should. And what I mean by that is, like, what's realistically my option if I'm getting overwhelmed by the number of enemies if I'm not using Cloud? Because Cloud has a great option. He just counterattacks. No one else gets that option. So if you want to use anyone else in that situation, too bad. What makes this so hard? And the only reason it's this bad is because the enemies deal so much damage. So Tifa's gonna heal herself. If the enemies didn't deal so much damage, it wouldn't be nearly as... There we go. It's like, why is the fight not starting? Anyway. We're just gonna defend and hope that Tifa eventually does something. Based on the fact that Tifa's health is going down faster than mine. And I got knocked out of my heal. God, wait, what? Excuse me?
I'm not going out. This can't be how it ends.
How did Aerith get heal off but not heal herself? I am very confused about that. I need to give both of them steadfast block, but it's not helping. It's not going to help all that much because the AI isn't blocking, which is weird. It's a weird decision on the AI's part to, when surrounded by enemies, decide I should go on the offensive. And not block attacks. It's because the AI doesn't block normal attacks. So like anything that would be considered like basic attacks, the AI just doesn't block. And that's a problem. Aerith already had steadfast block? She was not getting a whole lot of... It's supposed to give ATB, but she was not getting a lot of that.
I don't want any trouble.
Okay. Like, see, like, the problem is that they're...
That was close. I got this. You're up. Come on, you can do it. Just taking a little time.
Okay.
Take the lead. Here goes. You've got this. Don't
Okay, so what I'm really hoping here is that they decided to ignore Aerith, and, I mean, they did. Tifa just didn't live long enough. I should have just walked. I'm sure some of them will charge at me. Just not any of them that are actually low health. So that went better, because I got more of them down. But, I'm still not quite sure what I can realistically do to not die there. And, that's kind of a problem. Let me check their accessories. So I have an idea for something I can do at least. Talisman. Increases magic defense. I don't need magic defense right now. I need actual defense or something. Actually want is Crescent Moon. What I actually.
I really wish you wouldn't.
I like how that doesn't even pressure them. Giant lightning storm hits all of them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're okay." There we go. Got a few of them down. I needed steadfast block on Tifa is what I really needed, because what I needed was to just control Aerith and block until Tifa had an action. Slightly annoyed that missed, but you know, that'll
So
happen.
it's my turn?
Get off her.
I got this.
And Aerith hit us with some healing. And then we just very easily remove the remaining enemies from the board. Yeah. I'd like to point out that the only reason I won was because I got insanely lucky. That star shower hit almost all of them. And I immediately followed up with an Omni Strike that also hit all of them. Which is why only 2 enemies survived that. Had that not hit so many enemies, I would have been in a much, much worse position.
Come on, really?
Anyway, yeah, Zanine. Annoyance. Assessed you, right? Okay, let's Fleeting Familiar. Then Lustrous Shield. Okay, seriously. What is with the direction on that Lustrous Shield? Like, it wasn't the direction I was aiming. Like, it was not at all the direction Aerith was facing. What are the rules that decide where this aims? Like there, that's the direction I would want to put it in that situation. I need to know what the rules of this are. Also, I have figured out a very important rule, which is I am not limited to only having 1 out, which means that I could totally cheese some things with this. They do have a duration though, I'm guessing. At least that's my guess for why that one disappeared.
That's the way to do it.
I just wish I could, you know, be confident it wasn't just going to randomly go to the side every once in a while. There's probably a switch in here. Yeah, there is. Because it randomly going to the side definitely is a bummer. You know, like that definitely gets in the way. Okay, go here.
Look. Let's get across with those.
Yep. So we will get across next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.